Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I've had some of my subscribers ask, what exactly is the Africa Twin? Well, the Africa Twin is a Honda CRF1100L, and this one has DCT, dual clutch transmission, which means it's basically auto shifting for you. And I've shown in a couple other videos that it shifts faster and smoother than a manual transmission. Here we are with the Honda Africa Twin adventure bike. The 2022 CRF1100L adventure bike. What is an adventure bike? Well, it gives you the best of both worlds. It's just as comfortable on the highway or on the roads as it is on the trails. One of the bikes that you can go anywhere in the world, whether it be on the road or off of the road. Truly a beast. It's a very comfortable bike. You have an upright sitting position. Your legs are right down below you where they should be, just like sitting in a chair. Makes it very comfortable for long days in the saddle. Some people complain that the seats are hard. I don't find it to be too bad. You get used to it pretty quickly. I did add this little mesh thing. Keeps the water from getting too close to you. Keeps the seat a little cooler. It's a little slippery, but I like it. I did add the air dam. I noticed when I was going through some sandy roads, some of that sand would come up through the inside and into my face. That created me a little aggravation, easily fixed by a few dollar part. It's got a 21-inch front tire to soak up a lot of the bumps. It's got an 18-inch rear tire. You're going to have more aggressive tread on it. It's going to be comfortable for long trips on the road or off of the road. It's an 1100cc motorcycle, so it's got plenty of power for any long highway rides you need, and actually a little bit too much power for any dirt that you want to run through. An adventure bike is essentially a little taller windscreen than a dirt bike, a little heavier. It's a pretty tall bike. It's got two different seat positions. We're in the high position right now, and it'll go a little bit lower, which still is a pretty tall bike. 5 gallons of gas. The average I've been getting on it since I bought it, and I've been driving 11,000 miles now. I've averaged 46 miles per gallon. So it's a touch screen. It's got dual screens. It's got cruise control, electronic, just like your car would have. All your instrument clusters over here. And of course, you got the aggressive treads for when you go off the road. It's a good compromise. These are the Mitas EO7 Plus. Those tires currently have 6,000 miles on them. We're getting close to the wear bars. We're going to be looking at some new tires pretty quick. Front tires still look good. I've added the crash bars to it, which is very beneficial. The GV bars actually worked pretty good. I've dropped it several times, as you've seen. I added the bags to it. The pannier racks are SW Motec. Those things went on so perfectly, so smooth. I was really, really impressed. It's a real high quality product. Quarter turn takes the whole rack off. You can have it off in a matter of seconds. Tusk pannier racks are great. They have a dry bag inside of them. The outside is not waterproof, but the dry bag inside is 100% waterproof. I carry extra fuel. I have 2 liters of fuel I carry with me. I've been out in the middle of the woods before, had a little fuel anxiety, and I'm not real keen on that idea. Not trying to push a 550-pound motorcycle out. This is my typical top box. I like this box. Easy to get into. I can store my stuff in there real quick and easy. It's a nice box, pretty solid. That was a cheapie I got off of Amazon. And the SW Motec Day Pack. That expands to 8 liters. That's a nice bag. Easy on, off. Just pull this little cord here. Can't do it one-handed. And the Africa Twin name is derived from, in the 80s, the Paris-Dakar Rally, which BMW was dominating. Honda wanted to come out with its answer to them, to beat them. So they came out with a twin-cylinder motorcycle, which dubbed it the Africa Twin, because it was an Africa race and twin cylinder. And then not only did it beat the BMWs, it took multiple places, first, second, and third, I believe, for a couple of years. So now the CRF1100 is known as the Africa Twin. It came with a shorter windshield. I got the factory taller windshield. I like that a lot. Keeps the rain off of you. Keeps the wind off of you. It's not as good when you're out in the trails, but I can see over it just fine. And in Florida, it keeps the bugs out of your teeth. And let's see, what else have I done? I told you I added the Givy skid bars. I got the Ram quick grip mount for the phone. Awesome mount. Numerous other Ram mounts that I have mounted for cameras here. I have a couple of sticks I can put on in the front and the back for cameras. I told you about the SW Motec pannier racks. Can't say enough good about those. As a matter of fact, SW Motec, part of your ride. I put a foot extension, a big foot on the kickstand so it doesn't sink into the dirt, the mud, the sand, and it actually works really good in the sand. I put the center stand on it. No easier way to do maintenance than kick it up on the center stand. You can lube and clean your chain. It's an easy thing then. I guess I haven't done too much more to it. Added some radiator guards. Last thing you want to do is get a stick in there in the middle of the woods, because it is a water-cooled engine, twin cylinder. Here we are in the beginning of February, and it's a beautiful day outside. I did get the extra handguards to keep the wind off my hands. It comes with some little tiny ones. I got the factory add-ons to it. I do want to get the bark busters. I don't really have to worry about breaking a clutch lever. Obviously we don't have a clutch. And if you do want to shift, by the way, you have the paddle shifters, down, up. So just like you would have in any high-end sports car. And of course the brake levers. I did have to put some back brakes on it recently at 11,000 miles. I don't know if it's because I use the back brake a little extra because I don't have a clutch, but it was a small price to pay. And other than the tires, oil changes, this baby's been pretty good. Honda did send me a letter, said that they noticed on the model years with the TFTs, the 2022, that they've had some issues where it didn't respond to touch. This is one of those problems, but they've extended that warranty for another 10 years on that product. So that touch screen, the part's on order for it, and we'll have a new one shortly. I don't know who else would do that. Honda's pretty incredible about that. Showa suspension, about 9 inches in the front, and a single Showa adjustable shock in the rear, also about 9 inches. You have almost 10 inches of ground clearance, so you're not going to really worry too much about bottoming out on too much stuff, as long as you're careful. Some big rocks or some big ditches, I've never had an issue though, especially with that 21-inch front tire. Kind of floats over a lot of stuff. And let's get the drone up and take another view at it.